5 Nordic countries pledged to support Ukraine's fight with Russia for as long as it takes. The pledge came at a time when the Biden administration's request to grant more funding for Ukraine faced serious delay and division in the U.S. Congress. Kirby, Trinidad has a story.
Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland and Iceland have provided Ukraine with a combined aid of at least 11 billion euros since the Russian invasion broke out on February 24, 2022. 22 months into the war, the 5 Nordic nations promised Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky to support his country for as long as it takes during recent talks with leaders from Northern Europe and Norway. Zelensky thanked his allies for their continued support as he addressed the parliament in the Norwegian capital of Oslo. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen also pledged a separate support package worth 1 billion euros for Ukraine last week. Norway also vowed to secure 75 billion kroner worth of aid for Ukraine and its neighboring countries affected by the war, which will be distributed in 5 years until 2027. Moreover, Zelensky made an emotional plea for the U.S. Congress to approve more funding for Ukraine during a 2-day state visit to Washington last week. Speaking from the White House, U.S. President Joe Biden warned of direct consequences for Kyiv as Republican lawmakers in the U.S. Senate blocked $110 billion in military aid for Ukraine and Israel. Republicans said that they will not support the military funding for Ukraine unless big changes will be made to the government's border policy, a subject that American lawmakers have been debating for years. With the request for funding still in limbo, Senate lawmakers already went into recess on December 15 for the holidays and will not convene until January 3, 2024 to mark the first session of the year. This has been Kirby, Trinidad, SMNI News.